Hi everyone! Welcome to Quiztimate, the trivia game that keeps you guessing. In this short video, we'll quickly explain how to play Quiztimate. For groups of 5 people or less, we recommend playing individually. For larger groups, play in teams of 2 where possible, with a maximum of 5 teams. If you have an odd number of people, one team can have one more member. First things first, shuffle about 40 cards from the pack, place them in a pile and distribute one board to each team. Have each team come up with a name and write these down on the scoreboard. To make things simple, in the following rules, interpret team to mean player in individual mode. Quiztimate consists of 4 rounds to be played in sequence. The last round uses all the cards played in the previous 3 rounds, so make sure all questions, answers and facts are read out loud for all players to hear, and keep to one side all the cards that have been used. There is no time limit, but feel free to add a timer. The ranges on the answer side of the cards are only used in round 4. All questions, answers and facts are correct to the best of our knowledge as of the end of 2018. Unless otherwise specified, assume that questions refer to the average case. Pick the top card from the pile and read it out loud. One player from each team writes their best guess on their board without conferring with their teammates. Pass boards to the remaining members of each team. No need to wait for other teams to finish. Without communicating with the player who wrote the initial guess, the rest of the team can collectively decide to either remove one digit by crossing it out, change one digit by crossing it out and writing another one underneath it, adding a digit to the left or right and underlining it, or sticking with the original guess. Once all teams are ready, reveal final guesses and the correct answer. The team which is closest receives a point. If several teams have the closest answer, they all receive a point. Mark these points down on the scoreboard as they are scored. Repeat this for a total of 4 cards, taking turns to write the initial guess. Keep the used cards to one side for round 4. In individual mode, instead of passing balls to the rest of the team, all players reveal their answers to each other and then have a chance to correct these before the final reveal. Give 1 card to each team. Each team writes down their best guess to their own question and signs their team name next to it, leaving space for other teams. Pass each board and question clockwise. Teams now write a guess to the new question on the board they have been given and sign their team name. Repeat this step until each team is handed back the board and question they started with. On this board, teams circle the guess they think is the closest. Answers are revealed team by team. Let's start with Team Dumbledorks. 1 point goes to the team with the closest guess. In this case, Team Quiztimates. If several teams have the closest guess, they all receive a point. Team Dumbledorks also score a point as they had circled the closest guess. Reveal all the other answers and mark the scores as you go. Keep the used cards to one side for round 4. Give 4 cards to each team. Place 1 card from the pile into the centre. Read the question, then reveal the answer and fact. This is the starting card of the chain. The aim of this round is to form a chain of answers from smallest to largest. The team currently in last place starts. If this is a draw, any one of them can start. This team chooses one of their cards to add to the chain. If they think their card's answer is lower than the starting cards, they place it to its left. If they think it's higher, they place it to its right. Reveal the answer. If it fits in the chain correctly, it stays in place. If incorrect, the card is put aside and cannot be tried again. Each team keeps a separate pile of incorrect cards. Play passes clockwise and each team on their turn tries to place one of their cards in the chain. This can be at either end of the chain or in between any cards that are already part of it. Only cards which fit correctly in the chain stay in place. Continue until all teams have played their 4 cards. Each team scores 4 points minus the number of cards they incorrectly placed. For example, Team Quiztimates have 2 cards incorrectly placed, so they score 2 points. Keep all the used cards, including the ones placed incorrectly, to one side for round 4. Shuffle all cards used from the previous rounds and lay them in a rectangle. The team currently in last place starts. If it's a draw, any one of them can start. This team chooses a question and announces their guess for everyone to hear. Then they pick up the card and secretly check the answer. If the guess is within the range, they keep the card. If it isn't within the range, the remaining teams have just 1 chance each to shout out a guess. The first team to guess within the range keeps the card. If no team manages this, the card is discarded. Cards without a range need to be guessed exactly. Play continues clockwise until all cards have been attempted. Each team scores the number of cards they won. Add up your scores from each of the 4 rounds. The team with the highest number of points wins. If there's a draw, pick a new card from the pile. Drawing teams write down their best guess to the question. Conferring within teams is allowed. Closest team steals the win. And that's how you play Quiztimate. Thanks for watching!